Hi there, my wonderful clay artists. In this video we're going to be looking at making natural objects, so sculpting out of homemade Play-Doh, so salt dough. Let's get started. These are a few examples that I have for you. A little tree that I made similar to like a hand tree, like our school's logo. Here's a flower, a sun with a face on it, and a funky colored lightning bolt with a shape of North Carolina for my cloud. So think of some things you might see in nature and try to make your own kind of twist on them. So the first thing I'm going to need is a surface to work on. You can use plastic wrap if you have it. You can also just take a little sprinkle of flour and put it on your table, but the idea is that you want a surface that it's not going to stick on. You could also use a plastic bag, but you want it to be something that it's not going to stick on. So when you get your modeling clay out of your bag or container, if you didn't make it fresh, check it and see its consistency. If it's too sticky, go ahead. If it's too sticky, go ahead and add a little flour to it. If it's a little too dry, add a little water. But it's kind of flexible. So there's a few different things you can do. One, I'm going to make a planet out of mine. So a few things you can do. One is you can take and you can make a little ball, and you can flatten it if you want it to be small. You can also roll your clay if you want it to be. So like I'm going to use a little cup and roll mine just to make it a little bigger. If it sticks, you can put a little bit of clay, you can put a little bit of flour on it. So there's a nice little circle. And I want to give mine a ring. So I'm going to take some of my green Play-Doh here, and I'm going to roll that in my hand. Or I could roll it on my table too. And what I'm trying to do is get a coil. And then I'm going to cut a little bit of that off. And I'm going to tuck a little bit of that under mine. I'm going to make a little planet, a little ringed planet like Saturn. And if you want a hole in yours, like if you wanted it to be something you could hang up, you can use a straw. I'm going to use a straw, and all I'm going to do with that straw is I'm going to kind of twist it in my hand and poke a little hole there. And then I'm even going to squeeze the extra out so I don't waste any. So there's that. Got my little Saturn. I might make a little shooting star too. So there's so many different things that you can make. You just got to think of different ways that you can put them together. So you can pinch out shapes. So like I could, if I wanted a star, I could pinch a star if I wanted to. I could pinch it into the shape I want. But I'm actually going to use my little plastic knife and cut out my shape. So you can make a flat shape and then you can cut it out. I'm going to bend some of that up and make it a little taller. So there's my little star. And I want it to look kind of like it's shooting. So you can cut out shapes, you can roll shapes. There is not a wrong way to do this, except for if you're not having fun. If you're not having fun, then you're doing something wrong. And now I'm going to press those together a little bit. So We don't have to totally get rid of our seams, but we want everything to be kind of touching each other. And then you can let this air dry. It'll take several days, or you can pop them in the oven at 250 for about an hour, but watch it and only do the oven with parents, with an adult. So, but have fun, make something fun and cool. Have a great day. Happy making.